Hello, Aries, and welcome to your reading for January the 20th through January the 26th. What an incredible week we have. Guys, this is for the collective. It is for your sun, moon, and rising. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. This is for Aries. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aries for the week of January the 20th through the 26th? 3 cards for Aries, please. I've already shuffled these offline, so you know. There's 1, 2 more cards for, there's 2, 1 more card for Aries, please. 1 more card for Aries. There it is, jumping out left, right, and center. Okay, and we have, I'm just leaving this up today. I just want to see what this is. Oh, guys, so if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, all the other links to the other videos and everything else is below in the show more section. Oh, yes, and if you'd like a personal reading, click on this link here, and that will take you to my website. You can see what kind of readings I offer. I am here because I live to give readings. Okay, these are clarifying cards for Aries. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aries through these clarifying cards? Please clarify there we go. Please clarify. 2 cards for that. Oh, lovely. And please clarify. Lovely. Okay, let's take a look at your card, shall we? Okay, the first card out for you is the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the 4 of Wands. Then you have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Page of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Then you have the 5 of Cups, clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. Lovely. Let me take my glasses off. Okay, so the first card out is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's known as the Green Knight. This is like a green and yellow hues. And he is just standing there. He's ready to go into action whenever he needs to, because knights are all about moving, right? Moving forward, but he's not wasting his energy or his time. He's standing there and he's going to contemplate, he's going to make his next plan. He is surveying the land and he's going to strategically and methodically move forward. So that's what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to strategically move forward. No rash movements, no just doing things because you feel like you need to, right? This is really about this is about planning, basically. I mean, long story short, this is about planning. So you have to plan your next move and your next action, whatever you're planning to do. Now, clarifying it is the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands is celebratory, right? So this is a time where it's a wonderful foundation from which to jump. So building a foundation is about doing the next right thing. Excuse me. So yes, celebrate that. There's a cause for celebration. You have finished some kind of milestone in your life. It could be a project, it could be at work. There's something that you have finished or is coming to a completion. And so you're feeling very proud of that and you want to celebrate with your family and friends. So remember, it's not about doing anything rash. It's about taking your time and planning it. This is, being with like-minded people. It's very Aquarius, it's very Aquarian energy. You want to be with family, you want to socialize, you want to go out there and feel a part of, as opposed to apart from. Now, the next card out is the Ace of Wands, and this is about change. You've got a butterfly in there, but it's a beautiful, this is a spark, this is a brilliant idea, right? This is a spark that lights a flame, that starts a roaring fire. The potential for this is amazing. So I feel this is a time to act on any ideas that you have, but remember, plan and strategically act on them. Because this is definitely an opportunity coming in, some brilliant idea that you or someone else has thought of, probably you. It's passion, it's new, it's exciting, and this new moon in Aquarius is the perfect time to start it. And look, you have two cards clarifying it. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is, it's like the gift of love. I feel that this is a really amazing opportunity, because pages are also, ideas or kind of projects that you have been kind of playing around with in your head, but haven't started. It's like somebody saying, oh, I've got a book in here in my head. Well, write it. This is a time to take action, because this card is telling you you're ready to go on to the next phase of your life. And this is a very auspicious opportunity that's coming your way, or that you are creating yourself. Don't let it slide. Get it done. Like whatever, maybe you've done some part of it. Maybe you've completed something and you haven't taken it to the next level. Like, I know someone has written a couple of books, but hasn't gone to any publishers to get them published. I mean, send them out, copy them and send them out arbitrarily. I mean, get them out there. Don't sit back and just say, I'll do it another time, I'll do it. Don't. Now is the time to act. This is an opportunity for you to do that, to start that. And look, you have the 10 of Cups, and this is really the happy ending. It's like all your needs, all your dreams and your needs and your wants are met. It's like feeling that, belongingness within a group, this is very Aquarian energy, darling. This is a time to really go out there. I feel that you'll be successful if you start that project or whatever it is for you, Aries. Oh, and I have to apologize. Last week I said, welcome Aquarius, but I meant Aries, and I prayed over the cards for Aries, but it just came out. So I apologize, because some people apparently were offended. I wonder who that could be, Aries. Now the next card out is the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is about crying over spilt milk, only focusing on what hasn't worked out, only focusing on what you don't have. And it's your cup half empty. Some of you are focusing on your cup half empty, and you are being asked to come out of that, right? It's about, what do you have? What can you be grateful for? We can all focus on what we don't have, and that's going to bring us into that place of fear, and that's very Plutonic, right? Pluto and Saturn, there's a lot of that energy, and and that fosters fear because there's so much change, right? So it fosters that, but don't succumb to that. Rise above it, raise your vibration, and focus on what you have as opposed to what you don't. Things are looking great, because look, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles is about having all your needs met. It's about, opulence. It's about manifesting wealth. But there's a cost to this too, because she's manifested wealth. She's doing very well. She's got what she needs, she's got what she's wished for, right? But she seems an awful long way from home. So by getting that, she's had to travel far afield. She's had to be away from family and friends. She's been alone. She doesn't have that family around her. She doesn't have that, her tribe. So it's cost her to get there. So this is balance, darling. This is balance. Don't be all work and no play. And remember, spend time with loved ones. Give them time, because in giving them time, you're giving you time, and it's an investment in your future. I say this to my son before, you have to invest in your friendships, because the way to get good friends is be a good friend. You can't have good friends unless you are a good friend. And so invest in those friendships, because, darling, they're your tribe. That's what lifts you up, and friends should lift you up and not put you down. Don't invest in a friendship that's putting you down. Don't do that. You want friends who lift you up, who make you feel good about yourself, who support you in your journey. If someone's not supporting you, then they're not a friend. And I don't mean support you financially. I mean, like emotionally, if you start a new business, they should help you grow, share your stuff and cheer you on. And if they're not doing that, then they're really, truly not a friend, are they? Because, that's what we do for each other. We lift each other up and we cheerlead each other. That's what good friendship is all about, right? Aries, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Please stay tuned for the astrology report next. And I love you all. And I'll see you on the other side. Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading for January the 20th through the 26th. And we start on Monday, January the 20th. The sun moves into Aquarius, and this is also Martin Luther King Day. I have a dream. It is about groups. It's about humanitarianism. It's about the collective. It's about inclusive as opposed to divisive. So groups and associations are favored. Get involved with your community, get involved with politics, get involved with like-minded people. Find your tribe. This is a perfect time to do it. And happy birthday, Aquarius. Okay, so then we move on to Tuesday, the 21st. The moon is void of course all day. It's very similar to Mercury retrograde. You don't want to sign any contracts or commit to anything. It's when the moon is kind of between signs, has moved away from one sign, it's kind of stuck there, out there in space, and it hasn't moved into the next sign yet. So it's just still. So do not commit to anything. Don't sign any contracts, no legal documents. Just be very careful about that. And it's all day. So you want to make sure that you're not doing anything like that. So the only thing to be aware of is the tendency to overindulge. So you could, Jupiter is about expansion. You could expand your waistline. Stay away from the sweets. All right, because you can get a sweet tooth at this time, or overdo anything kind of addictive or distraction, any kind of distraction that could become addictive. You can have that tendency. So resist the urge, guys. Okay, now on Friday, the 24th, we have the new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees and 22 minutes. And it's at 4:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This gives me an opportunity to tell you about my Facebook group. Every 2 weeks, I do a live feed just in the group. It's a private group. And we look at whomever attends, we look at their sign and we see how they're receiving the energy, which area of life they're receiving it. And I also have my credit cards. I don't have my credit cards. I have my tarot cards ready to answer questions. We have fun in there. So I'll probably be doing that live feed the day before on the 23rd. So anyway, you might want to join that. I'll have the link to it below in the show more section. So then this new moon it'll really affect people born between 0 and 8 degrees in the fixed signs. That's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. They are most significantly affected. Now, we are moving into the Aquarius energy slowly but surely. And you know I want to sing that song. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Can't help myself. So Aquarius is all about the individual being unique, being quirky, outside the box, kind of, unconventional, if you will. And also, it's about groups and, tribes and like-minded people. It's inclusion. It's getting people together. It's really social and intellectual. So it's also very kind of revolutionary in a way that they want to stand up, they want to fight, it's about protests, it's about fighting for the underdog, for the unfair, for the unjust, and the inequality. So we are definitely moving towards a more equal, fair and just society. And I'm saying that because this is the new moon. It's the start of it. Where can you change? What can you start that's new? What can you start that's maybe you can start new behavioral patterns, or, maybe you can start a new, you might have been playing around with an idea, a really innovative idea, and perhaps you can start that, right? And see where it kind of comes to fruition in 2 weeks' time at the full moon, or maybe 2 full moons thereafter. But this is a much lighter feeling from that heavy Capricorn energy, the Earth sign, Capricorn, and all those planets in Earth. And everything is slowly but surely moving into the age of Aquarius. This is the beginning of it. We're really seeing it. We're really feeling it. It's very progressive energy. That's why it seems that politically people are getting more and more progressive. Even people a few years ago that laughed at that and thought it was crazy are now on board with that. So it's interesting to see this energy come to life and to play out. Now, on the downside of that, it's, this is an air sign. It's about intellect. It's about the mind. So sometimes Aquarius can be a little detached emotionally. They're driven for a purpose, but they may not have the compassion. So they need to connect with their heart. Now, Leo is opposite Aquarius, and Leo is heart-centered, right? And Aquarius is all about the mind and the intellect. So if you can meet that beautiful heart centered energy in the middle, Aquarius can come together with Leo, then this is a beautiful energy. Remember, heart-centered, be heart-centered, as well as all that other wonderful energy that Aquarius brings in. Now, yes, this new moon is not without a challenge because it squares Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So rebelliousness is prevalent at this time. It's going against the grain. It's, against authority. It's challenging authority. So unpredictability and power struggles and maybe conflict can occur. The urge to act rashly, perhaps, and completely upset the apple cart. So you have to resist the urge to take quick action, to act rashly, try to hold yourself back and think about things. Resist the urge to say, to speak out, perhaps verbally, quickly say what you think, because this is, you may regret what you say later. So resist that urge. So join me on my Facebook group for the live feed, which will probably be Thursday, and we'll talk more about this new moon. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And this is a viewer-supported channel. So another way to help this channel is by going to Patreon. Check out this link here and check out my Patreon page. I post things there that I don't post in other places, and I also release, I write this report and they get the written report before I record it. So you can see, if you can't remember and you don't feel like looking at the video again, you can, check that out as soon as these are released on Monday usually. I usually start uploading these videos on Sunday, but some of them don't get uploaded until Monday because, my equipment is less than efficient at times. So it takes a very long time. It's crazy. But with a few more patrons, I might be able to upgrade my equipment. Anyway, and of course, if you can't, that's totally great. Just the fact that you're here and you are supporting me by watching my channel and by liking, sharing, and commenting is all really good. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.